Hi, this is Jeremy Schiefling, the founder and chief nerd of Break Into Tech, and I'm here to help you figure out whether you should consider a career in product marketing, or PMM for short. Let's start with a pop quiz. So when you look at the history of tech companies, which of these factors is the biggest predictor of success? Now, as much as venture capital gives you a little bit of runway, the valley is littered with companies that raised 9 figures and still went bankrupt. The same is true for companies with decks of beautiful logos or experienced leadership teams that had products no end user really wanted to, use. Whereas, the one thing that triumphs again and again, from Google search and Amazon shopping to the iPhone and Instagram, is product market fit. The basic concept that if you build something people actually want to use, it's going to succeed even without a single VC dollar propping it up. And that's where product marketing comes in. Because if you strip away the title, product marketing is all about avoiding this. In other words, building something that no one wants, like the dearly departed Juicero machine. And here's how product marketing avoids that fate. First, unlike product managers who are often focused on exploring the internal technical limits of what can be built, product marketers are getting out of the building and talking to real customers, and then bringing back that intelligence to their PM counterparts to influence the product roadmap. Plus, unlike PMs who often believe in field of dream style thinking, build it and they will come, product marketers actually bring the product directly to the market, thereby ensuring it at least has some chance at discovery and success. So what generally makes someone a good product marketer? Well, clearly, you've got to be obsessed with customers. No matter how crazy and irrational they may seem at times, you need to fall in love with them and become their voice. Because if the PMM isn't the voice of the customer, who will be? Not the PM who's too focused internally, or the engineer who lives in a world of specs, or even the salesperson who only focuses on their very own customers. Nope. Being the PMM means you need to wear that customer mantle every single day and get everyone else to care about customers as well. And here's what that looks like. So as you can see, by design, product marketing is a highly cross-functional role. Because once you've gone out and learned about your customers, you now need to share that insight with product managers who control the roadmap. That way, you move towards product market fit and avoid building something nobody wants. Plus, you have to share that insight with your design partners, who will then help you build out your campaign to take that product to the market. And of course, as you rise up the ranks, you'll have a chance to lead larger and larger product portfolios, as well as a team of PMMs. So now, let's see what all of this looks like in the context of a real product marketing project. So here's an actual PMM challenge that I was given when I first started as a product marketer at LinkedIn. So at that time, we wanted to make sure that future business leaders would use the site by default. And to make it a habit, we had to win them first as students before they became future CEOs and senior leaders. So the way I started is by leading some focus groups around the country, talking to real students about their perceptions and emotions all around job searching. And it turned out that they weren't using LinkedIn because it just felt too scary and unwelcoming to people starting their careers. So as a result, we worked with the product team to update their roadmap, to build tools that would be a lot more inviting for a 21-year-old than a 41-year-old. And then I built out a full go-to-market plan, or GTM as you often see, that included everything from the best channels to reach students all the way to the right messaging that would speak to their specific needs. And then finally, after the product launch, I continued to engage with the campaign, measuring the initial results, optimizing our channel mix, making sure that we were getting the highest possible ROI from our marketing spend. And that's an example of the full breadth of the PMM lifecycle. Now let's talk about how PMMs are evaluated at each stage. As you can see, the foundational benchmarks for any PMM are twofold. Number one, can you do good research into your audience? And then number two, can you turn those insights into an organized marketing plan? But where great PMMs stand out is by going above and beyond these basics. First of all, by working hard to influence their sometimes skeptical PM partners. And then secondly, by actually moving the needle on key business goals, driving things like user growth or revenue, not just vanity marketing metrics like I got this number of views or this number of likes. So to achieve these results, PMMs often rely on a variety of tools. At the research stage, it's all about being fluent with survey tools like SurveyMonkey or Qualtrics, so you can gather some great insights beyond your company's walls. At the same time, if you know a little SQL, you can actually uncover some key behavioral insights hiding inside your company's walls in the database. And then when it's time to plan the go-to-market launch, PowerPoint is of course the tool of choice for laying out the plan of attack, while Jira, which is a very common project management tool, is often used to organize all the designers, all the copywriters, all the marketing operations folks who are supporting your launch. And then finally, post-launch, having a really strong grasp on analytics tools like Google Analytics and Facebook Ads Manager will give you as the product marketer the power to review your results and then optimize over time. So now, we're ready for the big question. Is product marketing right for you? To decide, let's talk through those 5 things that really define the role as we've discussed them. First of all, do you like the idea of representing the voice of the customer on a product team? Keep in mind that you're not going to be able to directly control the product roadmap. That's what PMs do. So you're going to have to work really hard to influence that roadmap based on what you're hearing from customers on the outside. And if you like that, do you also have a passion for translating those insights into marketing campaigns, devising a complete launch plan for that new product? And because you're playing the role of an influencer, are you comfortable coordinating all these functions via a diverse set of stakeholders? PMs, data scientists, designers, copywriters. Everyone has to work with you, and you can't tell them what to do, you just have to influence them. And if so, do you have some foundational skills to be effective at this job? Do you have a background in research, or marketing, or analytics? All of those would be helpful. And finally, do you have any experience with tools like PowerPoint and surveys, of course, but also things like SQL or web analytics to be really effective as a performance marketer? If you answer yes to most, if not all of these questions, chances are you have what it takes to break into product marketing. But to find out for sure, you really want to reach out to alumni working into the space. Talk to the hundreds of Haas PMMs working all over the Valley and all over the world. Ask them whether you'd be a good fit for this role based on your profile, based on your experiences. And if they give you the green light, chances are you'd be a great fit because they're often hiring managers themselves. So start reaching out today, start learning from alumni, and here's wishing you tremendous success in this really awesome field.